Hi, welcome to Success Factors. I'm your host, Brenda Siri, and today I'm joined by two recent graduates of the University of Texas here in Dallas, Abhinav Anand and Shrey Kunwar. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Both of them just completed their master's degrees, and they have already started their own company. The company is called Rolync, and it came together when Shrey and Abhinav got together tossing around ideas about how to start their own company. Rolync is their brainchild, and they're here today to tell us about how their AI-powered tool is designed to revolutionize the job search process. So, Abhinav, I'm going to start with you. Congratulations on your recent graduation.
Thank you.
What'd you get your master's degree in?
Oh, I got it in business analytics and AI.
Ah, very good. Really powerful industry right now.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, let's talk about how you and Shrey came together to begin Rolync.
Okay, so first thing I'll say is I met him through my roommate's birthday party.
Oh, fun.
And we got going after that. We used to hang out a lot. We used to discuss and throw ideas like here and there. And I got to know that he was an entrepreneur before when he was in undergrad. So I knew that he was looking into something big, not just a job. And we started exploring ideas. It came into our mind that one day I was actually in a project. I was within a group meeting. That's when I realized that the job market is not that great. Everyone is applying to a lot of companies, but not getting anything. Companies are also saying the same thing, that we are receiving a lot of applications and we are not able to do anything with that. So we thought that, okay, maybe applications is the problem that we have right now. Maybe we can do something to reduce the number of applicants that goes into the company's pool. And if we are able to do that and increase the quality of the applicants that are going into the pool, the companies will have better shot at having those candidates who are really fit for the job, not just technically, but also the culturally. So that's when we realized that we need to build something that can work both ways. We can shortlist people who are fit for the companies, and we can also provide proper assessments to the candidates so that they are aware what kind of readiness they need to get into the company.
Very interesting. So when you were in the process of developing Rolync, did you draw from your own job application journey to help determine what you wanted this product to do to help innovate the future of how to apply for jobs online?
Absolutely. I was so frustrated with the job process that time. It was application after application, rejection after rejection. So it was like I was not going anywhere. And we had you as a teaching faculty who has spoken about networking. And we come from India. We don't know what networking really means here, and we don't have the means as well. So going to any event costs us a lot. We have to gather information from there, and we can not really be sure that we will be getting anything out of it. So that's when we realized we need to first of all build a customer base that can get access to the information which is needed to get that networking thing done. So that's when we started building a platform where we can have all the information before we can make a connection request to someone. And that's when we pivoted to this entirely, that is B2C side, not B2B, taking inspiration from our own application job search process journey.
Interesting. And so how did you actually build this product?
First thing we started from, I was in India that time. So I was looking to start something really fast. I saw a lot of videos. I did not have any idea how to build a product. So I started researching about it. I pulled out information about how to build design in Figma and everything. I created a design in one day.
Wow. One day?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was just the one page. So I created a design, what we have to build and everything. There was a workflow that was ready. But the execution came when we had to bring in web developers. So my friend was actually a teaching faculty in one of the universities there in India. So I asked him that if there are some volunteers or people who are looking to do something like that. And we got people who were looking to develop website. And I was more into developing the artificial intelligence part. And there was one intern who was helping me with that. And there was another co-founder who is also a part of Rolync, and he was also involved in the technical development with us.
Interesting. So I recently looked at your website, and it looks like the website is designed to focus on helping students in the science, technology, engineering, and math study fields. Why did you start focusing on STEM students?
Well, first, it's not entirely for all the STEM majors. It's specifically focused for data science, analytics, and AI. And the reason for that is I come from the same background and I have 5 years of experience for that. I'm pursuing the same degree. So I was more fit and confident about helping them first. Because if I wanted to help everyone, I wouldn't be able to solve any problem. So I've thought that I should focus and I should build something targeted to this niche. And then when I'm able to do it for them, I can expand it to the other technology students and other, business majors as well.
So is this product specifically designed for international students, or is it something that any college student could use?
Well, technically anyone can use it, but we targeted international students because, as I said, that the main problem comes for them when they are moving to the US. They don't have any idea about how to actually navigate the job search process. And even if you log in as a non-international student, you will still get access to the platforms and every service that we provide. So it's up to you.
Okay. I mean, it is really a challenge for international students to get a job, right?
Yeah.
So you feel that your platform is something that will really help the international students have a better advantage, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. So how do you get users to join the platform?
Well, initially when we launched our platform, we used LinkedIn to do that. So we posted on LinkedIn that we are near our alpha launch. And this was just a school project at that time. We were just looking to see how we can actually do something with it. So at that moment, we posted on LinkedIn that we are nearing our alpha launch and people who are interested to test the platform can sign up. 80 people showed up for that. And out of that, 60 people were actually registering for the product. After that, when we needed to expand, we started organizing events at university level, which was the first event was from our board advisor at that time. So he was more of a friend who was actually trying to help the students here. And after that event, we messaged and, onboarded everyone. After that, I started doing resume reviews on campus and other kinds of things to help students understand what is the job market here like for the new students, of course. And after every information that I provide to them, I used to onboard them on the go.
That's so interesting.
It is something that I learned from Y Combinator, that you need to do things that do not scale. Because this is the time you can actually speak to your users who are going to use your platform.
Right.
So that was the thing.
So what does the platform actually do to help a job applicant?
For right now, we are having it as just an informational platform. You go in there as a data science, AI, or a business analytics student. You will be answering a bunch of questions that are tailored to your job preferences. It can be about what kind of role do you want to work in? What kind of industry do you want to work in? What is the department do you want to work in? What kind of problems do you want to solve? This kind of depth is not available anywhere. So after answering all these questions, which will be coming to you one after the other as you answer one question, based on that, you will be matching with the people who are working in companies. And you can have all the information that you need about what this guy is doing exactly in that company. Based on that, you can make a connection. You can ask for a referral if they are ready to give it, or you can also just look for mentorship for them. Now we are moving to the AI part, where we are actually having an assessment site for these people, where questions will be generated through our proprietary algorithm, and questions will be all based on the latest trends and everything. Nothing apart from that. Based on that, they will be matched with people.
Interesting. So you just explaining that to me made me think about this. It's really also a networking tool that allows students to connect with the right type of people at different companies, it sounds like.
That's exactly how it is, because LinkedIn, if you reach out to anyone these days, people, if they are out of the job market, they usually don't respond. And the reason is quite simple. Everyone is trying to reach out to them. And I cannot answer everyone who is having the same query, right? So it's better I can provide the information somewhere by asking them, of course. And if I'm having that information somewhere, students have the right ability to reach out to them and make meaningful connections. No one is sending request, which is just, a connection request without any message or anything. And I don't know who you are. You are not aware what I'm doing. You are just sending me a request so I can offer you a job or something tomorrow. But without making that connection, I cannot do it. With this platform, you have the access to the information. You can at least make a request that can sound genuine.
That's so fascinating. That's really exciting what you guys have done. So, how could your product actually help companies today who are looking for the right candidate?
There are two sides for this, I would say. One thing is we will have a dashboard that will be made for the companies itself. The companies can access that dashboard and they will be given access to what exactly the students have answered. I mean, what questions they have been given. What is the assessment saying? Are they culturally fit for this company or not? Are they technically skilled or not? What kind of departments they want to work in? Are they aligned with my vision or not? All these things will be present in the dashboard. Apart from that, if we go B2B properly, we will be giving the companies this assessment tool. And when they have an application pool that will be, people will be applying for that company, that assessment will be sent back to them. And based on that assessment, the candidate can move forward for the process. And that report will be again given to the company itself so that they can, move forward with the process in the interview and everything. And they can ask questions based on that assessment that they have given.
So, if the users take assessments, why would the AI power tool help reduce the number of applicants to the jobs in the industry?
Okay, so first thing is today, everyone can post job on LinkedIn. I can even go and post job on LinkedIn. And because of that, and everyone has the right to apply, right? What if there was a way to restrict that? So in India or for any international student, when we come here, we have to give a exam that is called GRE. And we are already aware about what kind of scores we need to apply for schools. I guess we call it SAT or LSATs here, right? So we are aware about what kind of scores we need. Based on that, we know that what kind of application process will be and which schools which should I be targeting based on my score. So if you are aware about that, let's say you get a 312 out of 330 and you are only qualified for a company like, I would say, 7-Eleven, right? So if you are only qualified for that, you won't be wasting your time in other companies. So the quality candidates will be going to the companies who are actually requiring them, not companies who have not posted anything about that or who doesn't require that score. Because you are just going to waste your time, nothing else. You already know that this is the score, this is the benchmark provided by the company. So you need to have that or you are not going to get anything back from the company.
So your tool isn't actually reducing the number of applicants if someone has taken your assessment or that scoring exam and recognizes they really are only qualified for certain jobs, they can still continue to apply.
Yeah, they can.
But your goal in creating this tool is to place a bit of a restriction on people just applying for everything because they're looking for a job, correct?
Yeah, and you can say it this way. When we go B2B, so companies will pose those restrictions on them. So it happens today as well, right? If you apply for Walmart for any position, they will be sending you an assessment. You will need to qualify that, otherwise you are not moving forward. So if the companies have imposed that I will be having this application process and you will first need to give this assessment to even apply for the position. So you cannot apply even if you want to. You cannot apply without that test. You need to have that score. You need to be aware about this is the benchmark that we need. If you're not qualified, you're not going to create an application status or you are not going to start the application. So the company won't have a large database of applicants. And that's how we reduce the number of applicants for the company.
Interesting. And Shrey, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here, and congratulations on your recent graduation from the university as well. So I know you're a co-founder of this company. You guys got together at a party apparently and had a great brainstorm. Oh, those college parties, what can happen? A company comes out of it, right?
Yep.
So since the product is an AI tool and offers technical assessments for the users, do you have a safeguard built in to let the system know if the person that answered those questions was authentic or possibly using ChatGPT?
So we've got 3 safeguards in place so that we know that the person who's taking the assessment is authentic. The first one is very simple, disabling copy and paste. Like you can't copy the prompt and you can't paste the answer. And the second one follow-ups is that there's a timer for each question. And the timer sets based on the difficulty. Let's say a simple question will give you a minute to answer. A very difficult question will be 2 minutes, 3 minutes max. And this will ensure that you know what you're typing, like you are knowledgeable in the field. And this ensures that you don't copy write the prompts in Chat GPT, for example, and then write down the answer again. That's not going to happen. And the third one is we are also integrating third-party AI detection tools so that if by any chance people bypass the first two things, they still get caught.
Mm.
And this ensures a lot of safety for everyone, and people know that what they're writing is authentic.
Sure. And I mean, I think that's so critical for companies today is the authenticity of a person's words, right?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you determine that they have cheated the system, they have somehow gotten past all three of your proofs to keep them from cheating, what do you do? Is there no way somebody can bypass those three steps to?
I believe in the potential of humans. Everything is possible. You can bypass anything. So in case we do detect any kind of AI answers, any kind of cheating, what we do is we give them a warning. The first warning comes up when you type in any AI answers, and then the warning continues for the two more times. So 3 warnings in total. And if you are still no, I want to cheat in this place, you will get a suspension for your account for a month. And I feel like if you're a job seeker, a month of not being able to give assessments is going to be critical for your job hunting strategies.
Absolutely. Yes, it will be. So what type of assessments are you offering these users today?
So our proprietary-based AI will scour the net, or scrape the net. And on the latest trends and based on your preferences, we'll give you questions. For example, you want to go for a data role as a data analytics in the department of finance or marketing, and in the industry of, let's say, healthcare. So based on that, our AI will scrape the net and give you questions. You answer those, and based on that answer, you'll get an assessment, like how technically sound you are, how do you fit inside this department, and how relevant do you have the knowledge for the industry. This will give you a sense of reliability, as Abhinav mentioned in his answer, that you are confident in applying to this company.
Interesting. So how do you develop the soft and technical skills assessments that you're giving to your users?
So like I said in the previous answer, our AI will scrape the net and will give you technical, soft skills, like how do you communicate with the team. So let's say people type on Reddit that Amazon has this kind of a team culture, and we scrape that information and we'll give you questions based on that. So how culturally fit you are for the team would be assessed based on the, let's say, a Reddit post.
I'm glad you said that, because when you were talking, I heard you keep bringing up, culture fit, which is so important to companies, and so I wondered how you assessed for culture. So
yeah, so I mean, people like to talk about their experiences online all the time, and I feel like somewhere in there, if you're culturally fit for some company, and that kind of shows that, oh yeah, I want to be the part of it, and that our AI helps you, get one step closer to that dream company you want.
Absolutely. So what's the benefit to an employer in knowing how well a candidate did on your assessments before they ever interview them?
All right. So think of it as a pre-screening before the interview. Like, how well this person is aligned to your role and industry. This gives you confidence that, okay, out of all the people we have to interview, this one is going to be much better fit. I'm not going to say that you can't, fumble on the interview, right? Like, everyone has a few nervousness or some kind of traits that might hold them back. But this assessment gives you the sense of security that if someone does not do well in the interview, at least they know what they're doing in the role. And I feel for the person as well who's like selected, this also gives them confidence as well. You are the person you're looking for.
Right. That's wonderful. So your site mentions that, I'll come back to that question in just a minute.
Yeah.
Right now, you're only offering these assessments to technology candidates.
Yeah.
So when do you plan to expand the assessments to other types of corporate roles?
Well, the most simple answer would be based on the success of the data analytics role, like how many people get hired, how many people get helped. Based on those success, we'll try to expand to different fields like engineering, computer sciences, marketing, finance. And we plan to do it like quarter by quarter.
Mhm.
We don't want like bundle everything up at the same time and not be able to focus on what we really want to do,
Sure.
like help people. And I feel that's the gist of it.
Good. Do you think you will ever eventually offer assessments for even like the executive level of candidates who could be interested in applying to companies?
We can definitely do that. Personally, I feel executive level people are more like critical thinking, and AI is not that at that level that it can assess how critical thinking you are or how creative you are, right? Creativity is something that comes from inside, and once you go inside an organization, if you show your creativity, people will appreciate you, get promoted to that level. So
True.
right now I feel like we don't really need to think about executive levels at this point.
Okay. Your site mentions that you also offer mentorships and training to help prepare students for the job market. How are you doing this?
So when you give the assessment, you're not only getting matched to a company you feel is the right fit for you, you're also getting matched with people, as Abhinav mentioned, who are working in that same industry domain and the role you feel like. And this kind of gives you a sense of connectivity that, okay, this is the person I want to talk to. And you can connect with them, and we can they can also offer you mentorship, like how can you go on your journey from grad school or undergrad to the perfect role you want. And I feel like our platform would be a much better, a place to get to know the other person. You don't want to shoot in the dark.
Right. Well, as someone who has been in the recruiting industry for well over 25 years, I'm so far so impressed with what you two have thought through about this and how you've developed this, program. And although Rolync is in, the beginning stages, you're doing a wonderful job. And so congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
I have some questions for both of you.
Sure.
And feel free to answer them however you see fit. My first one is there a cost associated with your services to students today?
I'll take that. So
Okay.
we understand that students don't have a lot of money right now, and we appreciate that because they are putting a lot of efforts into graduating, into putting their efforts into studying. So we are not going to charge anything from them for now, and we want to really keep that in the future as well, because international students, I would say, they have a lot of loans, and apart from that, they have to manage their finances into living, into other things as well. So I don't think we are going to charge students anything.
Wow. That's actually good news, I'm sure, to any student that's watching this
And
today.
since we are students as well, we got to feel how what other people are going through. So
Right.
charging them right now would be unethical, I feel like.
Yeah.
That was one of the problem I also faced, right? So I used to go to a lot of networking events. I used to spend a lot of money from my own pocket. That's when I realized, okay, this is not working. I cannot spend this much money every month. So yeah, that's what I believe, that, okay, you don't need to. If you are earning money from somewhere else, students can benefit from it. That's well and good.
Wow. Fantastic. So you're actually giving back to students.
Yeah.
You're giving them opportunities to learn how to network. I mean, that's phenomenal what you're doing.
Thank you.
So what are your plans for expanding the company in the future?
I'll take that. So
Okay.
right now, as we are an informational platform, in the future, we want to go into B2B. This will help, not only the candidates to, get applied to that company. Companies can also position themselves for internal hiring, benchmarking the skills, technical skills, and that, like as mentioned previously, how well aligned you are to the industry as a role, or how fit you are for the team. That's the kind of expansion plan we have right now.
I love that. That's great. And so compared to other products on the market, tell me what makes yours different?
Well, I would say a lot of products are there which are helping professionals, not just students. I wouldn't name them right now, but definitely there are a lot of these things that are existing. The problem is that, first thing, they do not provide in-depth information. Another thing, there are a lot of people using it. So if I send a request to someone, as I said, a lot of other people are also doing it. If I'm asking referral from someone, other people are also requesting it. So if one person is referring 20 people, there are 20 more professionals in that company. They're referring to 20 more. So 20 multiplied by 20, that's 400. Now 400 people who are actually referred for a position. How do you even segregate those people?
Right.
So that's one thing which is missing right now. I don't think any assessment that is given through any platform provides you that depth, that information, that core that you need, that, okay, how is this guy aligned with my cultural fit? I'm again going to mention this because as a founder myself, I don't see technical skill as the only thing that you need to have to work in my company.
Sure.
You need to have that passion that, okay, this problem is very important for me. And this is something that even I believe in as an employee. And I'd love to solve these kind of problems, and I would like to get into this company. I would take that person any day rather than taking someone who has everything that it needs to be technically sound. But that's how it is.
Right. And this is something that I really believe in because, I tell people all the time, you really need to feel a passion for a company's products and what they do, what they're developing. It's very hard to be successful in your job if you're working for a company that you're like, I hate their products. I hate what they do. Right. So I think it's really fascinating that you've sort of, added that into this product that you've developed because that is going to mean a lot to employers.
I mean, there's a saying, right? If you work together, you grow together.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
There's one more thing actually I've seen in a lot of resumes that we also review. So everyone has that summary in their resume where they mention passionate about solving problems using data analytics and all, but they don't mention how. Why are you passionate? How are you passionate? I don't know anything from this. You need to have a statement that tells, okay, you are crazy about something that relates to, let's say, a biomedical engineer who is related to quality, and they want to ensure that every medical device that goes into a company is quality checked and no one is harmed. That should be mentioned in that summary. I need to see that. Those things are very important for any company who is hiring for that employee, right? So those things need to exist. And that's what I've seen.
You speak wise, like you've been in this industry for a long time, because yesterday I had that conversation with someone about their resume. I kept saying, but there's no how or no why. And, that is a critical thing to add to your resume.
I feel like people just throw in numbers which don't make sense at all. Like, I helped this and revenue grew up by 50%. Like, how?
Right. Exactly. How did you get to that place, right? Yeah, you're right.
Back your data by actions.
Right.
That will help you much more than writing numbers in resume. You just need to know what you did. That's it.
You're
Be
right.
confident.
You are so right. Well, so my last question is, if anyone watching this show today wants to get in touch with either one of you, both of you, learn more about Rolync, maybe even beyond the students, maybe a company that's watching this today that says, these are two really smart young men who've come up with something that I want. How would they get in touch with you guys?
Well, if you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us on our email, our LinkedIn, our Instagram, and our website. Although our website is temporarily down because we are rebranding and relaunching it.
Okay, and we've got those posted up here for anyone watching today, their email address, website, and social information from LinkedIn. So thank you both so much for taking the time to come and speak with me today. Again, congratulations on your recent graduations and the future of Rolync. It's really exciting what you've developed, and I really wish you both the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So that's all for Success Factors today, and I will see you next time. Bye.